Minecraft, you've got a brand new key. I certainly do. A flint and steel is a key that opens a portal to the Nether. We're going to spend a lot of time in the Nether today. We're going to gather Glowstone and Soul-sand, experiment with that a little bit, and we'll encounter and fight some zombie pigmen and see some big rooms filled with crazy flowing lava. It's the Nether as usual. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so with some wood and some more cobble, I'm going to head back into the Nether to get out of the rain. Ah, there's a creeper. Take that, wet creeper. Alright, and we will head back inside and get out of the rain and get into my little room. Alright, and so from here, let's go ahead and get some wood built out and build a door. I can go ahead and install right over here. Guess I need to chop out an entrance or exit here. Oh, I didn't realize I'm a level lower. Let me clear some of this out. Alright, that's good. Plop down a door. Great. And so now, let's see. I believe the glowstone was over here somewhere. Oh, I've got another hole over here. Hold on. Fill that in with cobble. Alright, yeah, there's some glowstone right here. And so that makes Brian very happy, because this looks like it's going to be easy to reach. So glowstone is stone that glows in the dark. Oh, there's some soul sand there too. Awesome. Unfortunately, the only way to harvest it is to break it, which gives you these little glowstone dust bits. And then you can reassemble 9 glowstone dust bits back into an actual block of glowstone. And so you have to collect lots of it in the Nether in order to make all these little bits that then you can slowly reassemble back into blocks. Which is a pain in the neck, but such is life. Soul sand that I'm walking on right now makes you walk slower, and I think if you get it wet back in the real world, it makes you walk really slow, and you can use it for mob traps. And a nice thing about glowstone is, unlike torches, glowstone you can put underwater, and it still gives off light without going out, so unlike torches or fire or other lighting mechanisms, and so that's one nice thing that's nice about glowstone. The other thing is just that it kind of looks cool. And you can use it to show off, you know, build structures with glowstone just to say, hey, I've been to the Nether and survived the trip. And you'll notice that a stone pick cuts through netherrack like it's butter. And so that's why I left my diamond pick at home, just because there's no use risking taking expensive tools out here when cheap tools do very, very well. One of the major disadvantages of glowstone is that once you build with it, just like building with glass, you know, you placed it, and then it's there, and if you want to break it, well, you break it, and it's gone forever. Actually, it turns back into a piece of dust, which is only 1/9 as valuable, since you need 9 of them in order to make a brick. And so you have to make sure that you've planned where you're going to build with glowstone, what you want to do with it up front. Glowstone, almost always, you'll find hanging from the ceiling somewhere, which also just makes it a kind of pain in the neck to gather. Got all of it that was in that batch, and I ended up with 55 pieces of glowstone dust, which I will be able to transform into, no, 56. Yeah, 6 times 9 is 54, so I'll be able to make 6 pieces of glowstone with that, which is better than none. There's a zombie pigmen. They are a neutral mob, which is basically they don't get aggressive until you do. And so if I don't harm him, he won't harm me. And yeah, that's a good first trip to the Nether. It's probably daytime again, and so I think I'm going to go back home and see how things look at home. Creepers everywhere! Wow, bunch of creepers over there. Still raining. And so I guess basically the weather condition does not update while you're in the Nether. But the time of day does. And so I'm just going to bring home my glowstone dust. Safe in my house. I hear a zombie nearby somewhere. I don't know if you can hear him. I hear a few zombies. There he is. I think I hear another one over here too. And I hear what sounds like something on fire. Oh, it's a zombie. The zombie catches fire and then the rain immediately puts him out. That makes sense. And so that's the hissing noise that I was hearing. Oh gosh, there's a skeleton. Alright. Well, kill him through the door for safety. Yeah, I wish this rain would end. If it turns nighttime again... Oh, the rain is ending, maybe? Yay! Oh my gosh, you can hear me again, possibly for the first time in a long time. I'm going to put away my glowstone and my mushrooms. Alright, so I'm going back into the Nether because I neglected to collect any of the soul-sand. And so long as there's soul-sand here, I actually want to do some experimenting with the soul-sand. And so there was a bit right over here. And so I'm going to go up to where the soul-sand was. It's this brownish stuff right over here. And while I think you can mine it with a pick or a shovel or something like that, I think actually a sword possibly harvest it fastest. Although I don't know that I want to use my diamond sword. Whoa, my frame rate just went down to 0 for some reason. Alright, now it's back. Haven't seen that happen before. Oh, the crazy Nether. Well, I don't know if I want to use my iron shovel either. What do I want to use? What tool? How does a bow work? Alright, a bow is fine. And a bow doesn't have durability, it just lasts forever. So, we'll use the bow and we will harvest some soul sand. So, a long time ago when I was in the Nether, I brought back 2 pieces of soul sand. Just as kind of like, you know, for fun trinkets to take home. But now I actually would like to kind of play around with it and try to learn more about its physics. And so there's a nice big patch of it here, and so I am going to bring lots of it home. And let's see, how many pieces did I get? 40! Great! So with 40 pieces of soul sand, and a very quiet Nether, which is awesome. Hello, zombie pigmen. I will just head back on home. Alright, and so I'll put out 10 bricks of it to start. But basically you see, I'm walking at normal speed, and then I'm walking at slow speed on the soul sand, and then I'm walking at normal speed again. And wow, you can see there's like the faces of the souls that were absorbed by the soul sand. And I think it also makes you like sink down, like if I'm here versus here. I don't know if you can see my head get a little bit lower as I step into the soul sand. Oh, the sun's about to go down, which isn't all that good. And so we have a little bit more time. And so I'm going to put some water next to it. And so I don't know if it's water next to it, that if it would then make it wet, or if you have to have like water on top of it, or what I need to play around with water. But I guess maybe we'll do that tomorrow in the morning. Okay, this time I have non-flowing water on top of some soul sand. And if I walk across that, okay, now I'm walking very, very, very slowly. And so I don't know if that's just a combination of when you walk through water, do you walk more slowly? And then if you walk through soul sand, do you walk slowly? But that's interesting. Yeah. And I don't know what else I want to do with soul sand. It seems like it could be useful or interesting somehow in some kind of mob trap. But I don't know exactly what. I guess you could kind of like build a moat and have soul sand on the bottom, and like then if people want to walk across the moat in order to get to your place, it would be, I guess they could swim. Can you swim? Let's see, if I'm in here and I hit spacebar, I can still, yeah, I can still swim above it. And so I guess it's not useful for that. Yeah, alright, I don't know. I just hadn't played much around with soul sand, and so that was fun to play around with. But I think we'll be on to our next goal, which will be going from our Nether portal back to the south, back to the Sky Rail. But I'm going to take a little break, and so I will see you guys in a little bit, and maybe we'll work on that. I just noticed our Let's Play world, World 3, is approaching 100 megabytes. So we've done a lot of exploring. I think beta 1.6 is mostly bug fixes, but it's going to be coming up soon, and one of the main updates is going to be maps. And I will be very excited to have maps in Minecraft to kind of like get an overview of all the places that we've been. But let's go ahead and get started. I think I do want to go back through the Nether now and try to get back south to my Skyrail system. I think it was about a 2-day walk out to the north to where we are. Since the Nether travel is 8 times faster, basically if days last, I think like about 10 minutes, I don't remember exactly. And so if that's 20 minutes of walking in the overworld, then it should only be like 2.5 minutes of walking through the Nether. Of course, we'll have to clear a path and probably tear down through a bunch of netherrack and whatnot. Yeah, and so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put away my water buckets, which won't be useful to me in the Nether. Oh, I actually have a bunch of crap on me, don't I? Let's throw away some stuff I don't need. So, with this inventory, I don't have all my hearts, don't have all my armor, but that's okay. Because I fought Ghast before and won in the Kill a Ghast Minecraft Speed Challenge. So I'm less scared of them now than I used to be. That's probably foolhardy, but when I get owned in the Nether, if and when that happens, then you can laugh at me then. But for now, onward! Okay, so here we are in the Nether. Here's some zombie pigmen up close. And you may recall that both netherrack and cobblestone have a kind of built-in compass on them, that if you take a look at it, there's like this L shape over in the corner, and the top of the L always points north, and so that way is north. I need to go south for about 2.5 minutes of walking, and so I am just going to start carving through some netherrack over here and see what happens when I head to the south. And so I guess I will just... Oh, I'm probably going to run out of this pickaxe. Well, when that happens, I can worry about it then. Alright, something interesting. So my pick ran out, and so I was coming back, and now there's a zombie pigman in my way. And so I could try to walk through him or walk around him. Or, since I'm in a narrow hallway, I guess I will go ahead and kill him. He drops cooked pork chops, which are good. But unfortunately, him and all of his friends, who happen to be nearby, then will get aggressive. And so you see this guy is coming up to attack me now, too. And I don't know if there's any other bad guys around here. Yep, there's another one who's coming over to get me. And so I think they like spawn in groups, and so everyone, once you hit one of them, like all the ones in that group end up becoming aggressive. But I think there were only 3 in that group, so that was handy. And so I need to create some more picks. Aha! Yikes! And so just to get a better look, I will hold down Shift. But we have come out into another room that has, interestingly, lots of flowing lava. I have not seen part of the Nether that looks like this before. That's pretty awesome looking, actually. Terribly dangerous, but pretty awesome.